morning, everybody. Welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury, and happy National Flapjack Day. All these great foods have national holidays. It's National Flapjack Day. Yay! So I'm probably going to refer to flapjacks as pancakes throughout this video because that's just how I refer to them. They're pancakes, and they are my favorite breakfast. I literally eat pancakes every day. Every day. I love pancakes. But because I don't eat gluten, I make them out of oat flour because oats are naturally gluten-free. So let me show you how I make pancakes for National Flapjack Day. So let's go. So these are the ingredients I'm gonna need. I need baking soda and an eggy. This is oat flour. We have applesauce. I could use a banana. I just happen to not have bananas at this moment in time. So I have applesauce, honey. This is apple cider vinegar. And then some spices. We have nutmeg, cinnamon, allspice, and cloves. And you can do this in a bowl. I'm going to do it in the blender. This is like my blender piece, the small one. And because I'm just making for me, I'm going to use this one. And yeah, let's do it. This is one of those like super easy things. Everything is going to go in this blender and just bzz, and it'll turn into batter, and then we cook it in the frying pan. Pretty straightforward. I love pancakes. They're great. Okay. The other time that this is really useful is if you're using the banana and not the applesauce, or you just want to put like oatmeal in if you don't have oat flour, and the blender will take care of it and get it down to a flour state. So that's another reason to do it here. I happen to have everything in soft state, so it could be just mixed up in a bowl, but we're gonna do this. Okay, so first things first, we need the applesauce. And we only need about half. We only need about half of that. So we're gonna just kind of do one of these thingies, and we'll save that for tomorrow, or it'll be a little snack later on. Then an eggy. So for one person, one egg is too much. So because this is like a reduced recipe for one person, what I do is I mix it up in a little bowl first. And then I'm going to pour about half of what I mix up into the blender thing. Okay, so we mixed it up. I'll put about half in there. And it doesn't have to be exact. It's just an approximation. And generally, I just cook this up and have a little side of scrambled egg. Put that to the side over there. Next up, we'll put in some honey. And it's about, I don't know, 1.5 teaspoons of honey. Next up, the apple cider vinegar. And we're gonna need 1/2 teaspoon of this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, I saved it. It's okay. I told you, I'm tired. This is first thing in the morning I'm doing this. I woke up, I was hungry, I wanted breakfast, and I had no coordination in the morning. And now we need just a little splooge of water. Just like little 1, 2, little splooge. Not a lot. So that's our wet ingredients. Next up, our dry ingredients. So oat flour. Next up, some baking soda. And this is just 1/4 teaspoon. So it's basically half of the amount of the apple cider vinegar. Then some cinnamon. And we're just gonna go sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't measure this, so I don't know how much it actually is I'm putting in. Allspice. Same thing, sprinkle, sprinkle, but not as much. And then cloves. Now my cloves don't have a shaker top, so what I do, whoops, see, that's exactly why I do it. I put it into the cap first, so if too much comes out, I can like control it. I put this much of the cloves. And then the nutmeg. And I use the fresh nutmeg, so I use this as a grater. And we'll just put this right on top. Okay, then I have the bottom of the blender. And that's just gonna go on there. And I'm gonna blend this up. So now we're gonna go cook them on the stove. We have our blended up batter. There we go. So you can see the batter in there. It's a good thickness. If you do this and you find it's too thin, add a little extra oat flour. If it's too thick, add a little water or almond milk, or if you're not doing lactose free, regular milk you could do any of that. But let's go make our flapjacks. So I mentioned before that I had that little bit of leftover eggy, so we're gonna cook the egg first. So I have my frying pan heating up, just a little olive oil. Use butter, use any kind of cooking oil you want to use. But just something to make it not stick. Even like cooking spray would be fine. And this is the end of my olive oil, by the way. This is all done. I had just enough. Just enough. Slide that around, slide it. Okay. So we're gonna do the egg first, and then we're gonna do the pancakes. You can see they're starting to get bubbles, just like regular flapjacks would. So when you get enough bubbles throughout, that's when you gotta flip them over, because that's when the other side is pretty good cooked. That was terrible English, I apologize. Pretty well cooked. And you don't wanna cook these on high heat. This is on medium. If you cook them on high, the bottoms will cook too fast and the middles will cook too slow, and they won't be an even and fluffy pancake. So medium heat, you gotta do the low and slow thing. You can see now they have more bubbles, so I should be able to flip them. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Yep. That is a beautiful pancake. So we now gotta just cook the other side and get the rest of them cooking. And this is my breakfast. These are my pancakes, my flapjacks, and the little bit of scrambled egg that I had left over. So it's breakfast time. I got my plate. I got my chia jam. So I make my own chia jam. This one is strawberry peach. And this is just basically boiled fruit, honey, cinnamon, vanilla, and chia seeds. And it makes just like regular jam or jelly, right? It's pretty cool. So I use chia jam on my pancakes. So this is how I'm gonna have my breakfast. We'll give them a try. So get a little chia jam here, and go right on the pancake. And we take a little bite. I already know these are gonna be good. These are my breakfast every day, so I have no doubt in my mind, but just to be sure. Just to be sure. Perfect. Perfect. They came out good. So with that, happy National Flapjack Day. Enjoy your pancakes, and I will see everybody real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.